everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Queen's Wish, the Conqueror! Last episode, we ran all the way down to Crossing Keep and finally managed to secure it. We've already built a smithy, apothecary, weaving room, and carpenter and have the best gear that we can get, in my opinion. Pretty much. And all that's left now is to actually go and deal with the Vole itself. We are going to start by moving to Thabhlen. We're going to investigate and speak with the people there, see what information we can get. Haven report! No theft risk anywhere. And overall, we're only getting 1 stone. Ugh. Had a feeling that would happen. We're getting 4 iron, which is good. We're getting 3 quicksilver, which is fine. We're getting 5 wood, which is fine. And we're getting a ton of gold. Stone is still something we need. We're going to be able to get some extra very soon, because there was a bit outside that we can get just outside of Thabhlen, which, as I said, will be the first place we'll go. Did I speak with them? Yes, trade with them. Ah, we can get more wood. You know what, sure. Buy it. We don't really need it, but buy it anyway, just so we have it. Move on. Thank you for the wood. And now down here, I'll send someone to collect the stone. You rebuilt Crossing Keep, didn't you? That's the only place in the Vole you could easily carry that much stone, and I'll wait for your minions to show up and the stone is yours. You make a note to send some minions. Have any more stone for me? The rest of my stock is spoken for, needed for the war. Alright, thank you for 4 stone. Now then, all of the most fertile lands of the Vole are along the coast. Most of the people working them are Owen. The wealthy lords of the coast have found many ways to drive free folk into debt and bind them into servitude. The Owen do their best to avoid you as you pass. No doubt if they tried to talk to you, their owners would not be pleased. And this is Thabhlen. Let's just take a look around before we go in. It even has a stone castle. That's impressive. Quite impressive indeed. Oh, didn't actually mean to go in. You enter the proud city of Thabhlen, a massive edifice of countless tons of stone, perched on the west coast of the Vole. This is the capital of the loyal half of the country. This is where the mascha rule from. This is where they can be best negotiated with. Wherever you go, there are glances and worried whispers. The loyalists have heard rumors that you are not on their side of this war. I'm sure they have. Can't open that door. Thabhlen Workshops. This workshop features the finest crafts of the... Holy crap, 3 lines! This workshop features the finest crafts of the Vole. There is fine iron armor, samples of good building stone, and similar products. The shopkeeper slides up next to you. I am Ahimel Owen. I see the honored envoy has come to see the fine products of our war-torn land. Please allow me to show what we have for offer. Tell me about the Vole's wares. I'm sure you have already seen the quality of Vole stone. It is all around us, after all. You should know that we also make excellent arms and armor, free of the flaws of Ukatish equipment. We have much to offer Haven now that you have returned. The flaws of Ukatish equipment? Ukatish weapons have some good qualities, I suppose. However, it is crude and ugly, and their armor, quite frankly, smells bad. Not the sort of thing for a proper noble warrior. What do you have to offer Haven? Good weaponry and stone, in bulk, without the trouble of having it shipped expensively from the rest of the known world. Should you choose to help the mascha, you will have first priority to get all of the best work of our artisans. And what about Owen? Yes, I am an Owen to the mascha who owns this shop. I still work hard and... Wait, were you asking if you can buy Owen? I'm sure that was not a serious request. I am paying off a debt. I am not a slave. Ahimel Owen constantly shows you this helmet or that trinket, doing her best to lay the groundwork for later contracts with Haven's forts. Let me see your wares. Ah, forgive me, Havenite. I have had word from the main council hall. You are not to have access to our finest goods until the matter of the Vole's status with Haven is settled to our liking. I can still purchase things from you, though. I don't need anything. Thank you. So this is basically the final area. Just like the other two had a final area. And that's basically the way out over here. Okay, what is this? Warfield. This courtyard is full of Vol soldiers training for the war with the Owen. Watching them is instructive. Their training is adequate, but nothing more. Their tactics are poor, their organization and communication worse. However, with the help of Haven, they, or the Owen, could be a formidable ally. I'm sure. Everything's locked up. That's the main hall. That's probably the main war hall of the place. Go in there later. Who is this? A massive stone hall looms above you to the north. This is the great council hall of the mascha. All Vol wealthy enough to have Owen are allowed here to talk and squabble and rule the country. Mascha and messengers flow in and out, each hoping to have some small part in steering this unruly, war-torn country. This is where you will need to deal with the mascha if you want them to serve Haven again. The streets of Thabhlen are full of scared refugees, mascha, Owen, and Free Vol. Many have come here for help from the High Council. They look hopefully at the Great Hall to the north. This woman, on the other hand, is looking at you. She boldly walks right up to you, cutting a swath through a crowd of merchants and servants. I've heard rumors. You're the Haven envoy, right? I am Alexandra Mascha. I'd like to talk to you. You want to discuss business with Haven? Well, I'll discuss it with you. I have a fine farm, south along the coast. We grow good food, and we have 2 fine quarries as well. I had to leave my farm, though, to come to Thablen and wait. You left. Aren't you worried about Owen raiders? Not along the coast. All the bloodshed is in the central wastes. The coastal land is calm. You have stone for sale? No, our quarries haven't produced much. Our Owen ran away. They'll be back, though. When they are, I'll go to Crossing Keep to deal. What are you waiting for? What all the mascha are waiting for. Our time talking in the Great Council Hall. It's the right of all of us, but Arahuna Mascha makes us all wait our turns. When this war is settled, we'll all have lots of words with her. We're just waiting for what must happen. What development do you want, exactly? Haven helped the Mascha before. Queen Sharon favored us. We know you will favor us again. We can provide real wealth and power for Haven, and the Owen can't. Simple as that. Alexandra Mascha stands in your path. Until you walk the long way around her, she feels entirely entitled to a moment of your time. You want to talk Haven business with Mascha? I have a lot more sense than that lot. She nods at the huge stone hall to the north. What brings you to Thablen? There are Owen on the coast, south of here. Armed, rebel Owen, sitting in plain sight. The Mascha can't tolerate it, simple as that. Where are these Owen? Escaped Owen, armed rebels, the enemy. Just across the river from good, honest Mascha farms, watching us. They could strike at any moment. I came to tell the other Mascha and nothing happens. Why haven't the Mascha thrown them out? They're on your land, Haven land, that you brought before you fled Sacramentum. Some Mascha like Arahuna don't want to risk angering Haven by sending soldiers into your land. I can get rid of them for a bounty. Oh, I'll pay. They're on the coast south of here, south of a river. Hard to miss. I'll pay you. I know you have expenses. If something worth doing needs doing, someone has to pay. It's that simple. I mean, we can get rid of bandits. That's not a big deal. The Thablen Arms. Okay. Look through this place a little. Rimsin. The Thablen Arms is full of visitors. There are Mascha refugees, enterprising mercenaries, and alert traders, all looking for a way to escape or profit from the war. Surprisingly, you are forced to actually wait your turn with the innkeeper. Doesn't he know who you are? I'm Rimsin. What do you want? We have one room for 5 gold. A round of drinks is free. How is business? Busy, as you can see. Too busy to talk. This is the capital of loyal Voldans. Everything circles around here. Most of the business is from Mascha. They realize that their Owen want to slit their throats, and they flee to the safety of the city. How is the war going? Good! We hear that the Mascha are doing well. Victory is due any minute. I mean, that's what they've been telling us for years, but it'll have to be true eventually. Where did the fleeing Mascha eventually end up? They stay here till they run out of money. Then they go begging to the refugee center. Then they're given a barn or something to hide in until the war is over. Oh, got lots of customers. You need anything? I'll take a room so I can open it. Thank you. Said it was upstairs, so what the hell. This is probably the room he meant. That room is locked. That's just a townsperson. And that's the bathroom. I'll leave that townsperson to use the toilet. I don't know what else there is around here. A couple townspersons and nothing else. Okay, then. Here's the docks. They really do have protection in every single one of those rooms. What is this room? Refugee Admission Center. This hall is full of exhausted mascha refugees. They fled their homes and came here, hoping to escape the vengeance of the Owen. You thread your way through them, looking for someone in charge. A man walks up to you, staring down at his clipboard. He says without looking up, "I'm Manishta. Welcome to safety. Point of origin?" What do you mean? Point of origin. Place you fled from. He uses a stick of graphite to make a mark on the scroll. I think there's been a mistake. Manishta looks up at you. Of course, Oh, you aren't Vol. You are... Havenite? Ah, I understand. Welcome to Thablen's Refugee Admission Center. We are very busy. What do you do here? As the war gets worse month by month, mascha families have been fleeing for their lives from the vicious Owen. Most of them come here. We resettle them, giving them a safe place to live until the war is won. I am glad you visited. We have a special need, and Haven might be able to help it. How are things going for the mascha? Well, we are not losing. Then again, we are not winning. The ugly stalemate has gone on for years. Every day, more law-abiding, honorable mascha are waking up with cut throats. That is why Haven is so welcome here. If you help us, it will result in a lot of gold for Haven's coffers. You mentioned you have a special need from Haven. Alas, many of our mascha have lived sheltered lives. They are not used to the hard lives of refugees. The barns, the cold, the rough blankets, the labor. They have to work to pay their way, after all. It is the Vol way. But what would you need from Haven? We could use more civilized workers and servants. They could make our mascha more comfortable. Help them with the work they need to do. Without being Owen, I mean. We can't really trust Owen these days. We aren't going to provide slaves for you. Manishta lets out an angry hissing noise. There are no slaves in the Vol. Never have been, never will be. It is offensive for you to suggest we would ever have slaves. That is rebel language. Your views are clear, though. I will not ask for your help again. Actually, I think I should choose a different voice there instead of being outright offensive. Back in a sec. Fortunately, the autosave just happened. So, once you are a vassal, our people can come here to find work. I hope for that. Havenites are skilled and civilized. We will pay a fair wage once you have made it safe for them to come here. Yes, that was the answer I should have given. Not the one saying I won't provide slaves. That was just downright offensive, and I'm trying to be at least a little diplomatic. Hey, some stone. We can use that. And up here is just another door. Alright. Let's go in here, into the main hall. Treasury and records. There's a free Vol sitting behind the counter, furiously processing a long line of forms, scrolls, and requests. You have seen your share of bureaucrats, but this one stands out by being efficient. That must be why he's in this building. When you enter, he returns his pen to his inkpot and nods. I was told the Prince of Haven is here. I keep the mascha government and military operating. I don't think I can help you. Envoys are usually met in the main council hall. Oh, I am Wyvern the Smith. I need to speak with you. I can't. I received a message from Aharuna Mascha. He says the name with great reverence. She insists on formally greeting you in the main council hall. As you wish. We will do so quite soon. What is this? Military planning, high security. Oh, that's just the exit. And we can't go in there. Oh, that's just a mascha. Okay. This is probably a waiting hall. Thabhlen mascha, Thabhlen mascha. Kinzir Owen. There is an impeccably dressed man working in this hall, the cheek tattoo marking him as an Owen clear on his cheek. He is talking to a mascha, finding out what their business is, and arranging when and if they are allowed to enter the deliberation hall to the north. When he sees you, he stops everything and rushes to meet you. He checks one of the many scrolls he carries. You are Prince Rupert, yes? I am Kinzer, honored servant of Arahuna Masha. I have been told to watch for you. You are an Owen working in this hall? He is indeed the only Owen here. Yes, it is by the special permission of my master, Arahuna Masha, to whom I am self-bonded. I filter out those Masha and envoys who must speak with the whole council. I have a message for you. What do you want? My master, Arahuna Masha, says that she welcomes Haven back to Sacramentum, and she is eager to negotiate with you on behalf of the council. We have things we can offer and things we need. Who is Arahuna Masha? Well, all Masha are equal in the council hall. However, some are more eager and honored than others. Arahuna is of great status, and she has been chosen to speak with you with the voice of the Masha. What else should I know? Arahuna Nasha is very, very busy. There is a war on, after all. She also can't be seen to be overly biased in favor of Haven. That means that she can only give you one audience per day. Please, use her time wisely. I am ready to meet with the Masha. Kinzer Owen nods. Please, proceed. The doors to the council are unbarred. Don't waste time talking to me. All of the Vol awaits your words. He bows and steps back. This council hall is where all of the wealthiest and most influential Masha come together to make decisions that affect all of the Vol. You watch for a moment as politics take place. They form and reform in clumps of red-faced people and shout constantly. Then they realize that you have come. Things grow quiet. Dozens of worried eyes focus on you. One woman in particular gets your attention. She watches you alone from behind the northern table. She motions for you to step forward. Just speak with all of them. Masha counselors. There's a lot of talking in here. There is one island in all of the chaos of the Masha's council hall. When you entered, most sat, but one woman remained standing. She is tall, thin, and has an expression of calm authority. Her will draws you toward her. You stand on the other side of the polished oak table, facing her. I am glad you arrived safely. I have some influence here. I am Arahuna Masha. When you two speak, the hall is quiet. All the other Mashas watch you with unnerving intensity. What is your rank? There is a brief muttering from the Mashas. You have broken some obscene protocol. In this chamber there are no ranks, only argument and agreement. However, I have in my years of service earned some small amount of respect. Thus I speak. I am Prince Rupert of Haven. Arahuna nods. Contact has been made. The other Arahunas visibly relax. Now discussions can begin. We have an urgent question. Arahuna, I would like to know more about you. She shakes her head. Some of the Mashas chuckle. In this room, I have no life of my own. I am only a valley. The will of the Vol flows through me. This leaves no room for chat. What is your urgent question? We were a vassal of Haven. We relied on your help to keep order in our land. The Owen often threatened to rise up and stop paying their debts. Haven kept the Masha safe. After you left, we faced an uprising. I am aware. Now that you have traveled through our land, you understand our situation. We thought we would win this war. It has proved more difficult than we thought. Haven helped the Masha once. What is your intention now? We have heard rumors that you are very much in favor of the Owen. This is worrying, and we want to give you the chance to clear things up. I am still learning your land. I have no opinions on your war. The chamber erupts in shouting. A dozen arguments immediately resume. Then Arahuna raises her hand and there is instant silence. The only reason we deal with Haven at all is because of our war. Please spend some time learning and considering. Then return to speak with us again. Until then, there is no reason to continue. What if we did say, I am considering helping the Owen be free? Arahuna is neither surprised nor annoyed. Of course. Outsiders are often sentimental, and before they understand our ways, and what we can offer you, at least we can try to convince you not to make a mistake. You have been gone for a long time, and we need to establish some things. Before we can proceed, we have all agreed on some questions that must be asked. What is your first question? Around 20 years ago, Haven abandoned Sacramentum. You abandoned your vassals, including us. Why? A great calamity affected us. We understand it was a dark time. Yet Haven was so mighty, so wealthy. It is not like you to abandon an entire land, and yet you did. You abandoned us, and we have suffered greatly for this. We have a second question. And the second question? Suppose we were your vassals again. We give you trade and tribute. We let you meddle in our affairs. We trust you to protect us. How do we know that you won't abandon us again? Haven has returned. We will not leave again. You truly sound like a Havenite. That is a confidence we remember. Yet that is what you said before. There was nothing we could do about the calamity, but you still left. Now our land is torn and burning, and this rebellion kills so many, Owen and Mascha alike. We truly regret that. I believe you. I know Haven cares about their vassals in its own way. A cruel, distant way, but still. Now we must figure out how to clean up this mess we all created. You have answered our questions. The truths in your words were hard, but be assured we heard them. When can we discuss the morality of the Owen system? We can't. It is our way. Our land is harsh, and all must pay their debts if we are to survive. If there was a way to escape great debt, our society would crumble. That is why the laziest must become Owen. It is our way. There is nothing more to discuss. You accept us or not. Are you ready to negotiate? Yes. Every moment we delay, more will die. Haven has returned to Sacramentum at last, and you have come in force. She slaps the table with her hand. I formally declare a time of negotiation with foreign power. The mascha all nod in unison. You have supported the Owen in the past, but this doesn't have to matter. We only care how you act now. Actually, I'm not going to. I'm not going to begin the negotiations because I don't want to go through all this yet. I want to speak with the Owen, and I intend to help them. I want to see how they want me to help. And that is going to have to be in the next episode, because this one has pretty much gone on long enough, truth be told, and unfortunately. I can't go any further down. Alright, so, that said, I am going to go ahead and end this episode here. Next episode... What is Chief Gervlin's thing? Okay. We will continue diplomacy eventually, but first... First, I'm going to go down to Madraka, and I want to speak with the people there. We also have a few quests that we can take care of. You know what? We probably should continue discussing here. So, what if we say the Vol will obey your treaty with Haven? We have no such treaty. We had a treaty. It was voided when Haven fled, abandoned us. Yet we are willing to renew it. There is something we need in return. What do you need? Our scouts have gotten a good look at your South Battalion, rested and ready at the Vol gates. With their help, we could easily defeat the Owen rebels and return order and peace to these lands. That is our price. I won't act against the Owen. The chamber erupts in shouting. A dozen arguments immediately resume. Okay. So yeah, nothing's going to come of that. No matter what. Not unless we help her. Alright, let me go speak with Chief Gervin, see if he has anything to say. Now that we spoke. Who is in Fort West Bay. over in here. Chief Gervin, I've cleared the way through Thabhlen Pass. That is great news. I will begin sending agents. Sorry, traders. I'll send traders. Thank you for your help, Prince. Anything else I can do to help? No. Okay, that was quick, easy, and done. Okay. The only other quest there, Thabhlen Diplomacy. Yeah, it basically means negotiating. But there are other things that I need to do. And that is going to be in the next episode, because this one has gone on way long enough, I think. Next episode, I think what we'll do is we'll go to Crossing Keep. From there, we'll do some exploration and go through these areas, get some more stone. Actually, no, I think we'll go to Thabhlen. We'll do some exploration of this whole area, as much as we can. Then we'll go to Crossing Keep, go through this, and then make our way to Madraka. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I'm Chester44. That is Rupert, Elspeth, Terrence, and Patricia. This has been a Let's Play of Queen's Wish the Conqueror! And I shall see you all next time.